Risk, risk, risk. That's all you hear me talk about in this course. For all 12 units, you're going to hear me repeat the word risk over and over and over again. Risk is always present every time you get behind the wheel of a car. The good news is that risk is shared among everyone else on the road, so it's not all on your shoulders. We share it with everyone else who's driving an automobile. So everyone's at risk. One thing I want to point out to you is your perceived risk differs from your actual risk. Now, that sounds kind of complicated, so let me explain what it means. Your perceived risk, maybe you're driving along the road one night and it's dusk, and off into a cornfield you can see a herd of deer kind of roaming closer and closer to the road. Those deer are your perceived risk. You're focused on those deer because you're worried that they're going to run out in front of your car. But what you didn't notice was the drunk driver who was heading straight towards you. The drunk driver is your actual risk. So we need to know the difference between what we're perceiving as being a risk and what actually could be a risk. Risk can be altered, and this entire course is based upon you making good decisions to alter and reduce your risk. We want you to make safe driving decisions. We don't want you eating while you drive. We don't want you texting while you drive. All of these things taken into account will get you to lower your risk and make you safer. We can analyze risk, and we gain a lot of statistics from this analysis. We're going to talk about this throughout the course. You're going to find that you're not the most dangerous when you first get your license. In fact, it's the opposite. When you first get your license, for that first 6 months period, you're actually one of the safest drivers on the road. But after that 6 months is up, you start to get comfortable and you start to relax more. And you think, well, nothing bad's happened so far, so I must be a good driver. And then from that 6 month period to that first 2 years that you have your license, you are at the most dangerous period you will ever be at as a licensed driver on the road. Unless you perceive driving as a high-risk activity, it's going to be difficult to motivate you to change your behavior, to recognize what you're doing is putting you at risk and cause you to drive safer.